Hi everybody, coming to you live. I gave you a warning, a message that I was going to be live in about 10 minutes. That was about 10-15 minutes ago. Today I wanted to talk about angels. It's been on my mind a lot, and I truly believe that we all have angels surrounding us. I've had many experiences, like back when I was younger. I believe the angels spoke to me. I believe they guide me in my actions. They help me be more intuitive. But I truly believe that angels are in our lives, and they're there for a reason. They're there to help us. You can ask your angels for things, and they will bring them to you. One quick story for you. This is really when I started to really believe and be aware of angels in my life, is when my two young boys were probably, I think they were about a year old and 3 years old. And it was Christmas time, so it was snowy outside. I wasn't working, and we decided to go to the library one morning, and they loved trains. So we were looking through all the old videos, VHS tapes, that's how old I am. We were looking through those, and they found one about trains they really wanted to get. And it was kind of an odd-looking tape. It had really big reels on it. It was kind of different from the newer ones. But I thought, let's get it. Even if it's old, it might be kind of warped or whatever used, but it should be fine. So we spent a whole bunch of time at the library looking at videos, and soon I realized it was lunchtime and then almost nap time. So I brought them home, gave them a quick lunch, and laid them down for naps. Now, to back up just a little bit, this was right around Christmas, I told you. So they had gotten a little pop-up tent from their aunt for Christmas, and we had set it up in the family room so they could watch TV and play while they were in the tent. And they loved it. They were in there all the time. So after nap time, I figured they'd want to watch their videos and play in the tent and all that. So I went down and started putting away Christmas items to clean up the house a little bit. And while I was down there, my kids were sleeping, and we had, before I had put them down for naps, we had tried to use the old VHS tape we rented from the library, tried to use it down in the basement family room where I was working, in the newer VCR that we had, and it wouldn't work for some reason. But we had an older one up by where the tent was set up. So I had put it in there and left it in there, and it seemed to play okay on that VHS player. So it was in the upstairs one, waiting for the boys to wake up from their nap so they could watch it. And I knew that it worked on that one, but it didn't work on the basement one. So my son Peter gets up early, which was fine. I said he could help me with putting away Christmas items, and he wanted to watch the video. So I thought, well, you know what? It's a short video. I can always replay it when Alex wakes up. So I took him upstairs, and he was playing in the tent while I was turning the TV on and setting it to VCR, and I put the tape in, and it popped back out. And I was like, what the heck? So I put it in again, and it popped back out. And I put it in a third time, and it kept popping out at me. And I was like, well, I guess it doesn't play on this VHS. I thought it did. So we went downstairs, and I popped it in the one in the basement, and it just wouldn't work. The reels wouldn't turn for some reason. It just wasn't working down there. So I told Peter he'd have to wait, and I'd try to figure out what was wrong with it when Alex woke up. And about 20 minutes later, I hear this huge kaboom from upstairs, and it shook the entire house, and I freaked out. I was like, what the hell was that? I went running upstairs thinking Alex had maybe knocked over the recliner or something. I couldn't imagine what he could have done to make that big of a noise. And when I got around the corner up the stairs and looked into the family room, the entire ceiling of our family room had collapsed because we didn't realize it was getting snow was melting and dripping into the ceiling area of our roof, and it had gotten so heavy and wet that it fell. And guess where it fell? It fell right on the tent that my boys were playing in all weekend, all morning. I fell to my knees and started crying because I knew right then and there that my boys had guardian angels looking out for them. It was so apparent to me that those angels were probably pushing that videotape out from the VCR every time I'd put it in, saying, no, don't let them watch this right now. No, not right now, not right now. Kept pushing it out and not letting the video tape play. So I was just sobbing. I couldn't believe what I was seeing in front of me. Their whole tent was mangled. The coffee table was broken. It was all over the place. And if my boys had been in that tent watching that video, they would have been probably killed or severely, severely injured. And it just strengthened my belief in angels that I already had. But oh my gosh, this was like the most amazing thing to me. After I got someone to come over and help me clean up all the drywall that had fallen, and Alex had woken up from his nap because of it, I decided, something told me, I need to put this tape back in that VHS player and see if it plays. Because if it does, then that definitely was a sign from my angels that they're looking out for my boys and me. And sure enough, I went into the VHS player that was upstairs where the ceiling fell, put the tape in, and it played no problem. So that was just something that was miraculous to me. I love that story. It makes me so happy when I think of it. Even though it could have been such a tragedy, I know it wasn't because we have angels looking out for us. One thing that I've noticed lately is I'm seeing a lot of angel numbers. If you don't know what those are, they're sequences of numbers that repeat, like you see the number 33 or 333 or 44, 444. I see those all the time on license plates, on my digital clocks. The number 33 comes up for me all the time. But I do see other angel numbers, and so I did some research into what that means when you see those repeating numbers over and over. And I'd like to share those with you because I'm sure you're probably seeing them too, and it's really interesting what they mean. So for example, if you see 11 or 111, that's your guardian angels telling you that the gateway to the universe is open for you, so you can manifest things very easily. You just have to think about them and they will come into fruition. So focus on your dreams. When you see 111 or 11, you may be thinking about what your desires or dreams are, and that number is telling you, your angels are telling you to manifest that. Go for it. Ask for it. And it'll come to you. Don't focus on fear or lack in your life, because those things will manifest as well. So focus on the positive and the things you really want. If you see the number 22 or 222, that's your angels trying to remind you to keep the faith. Invest your time and energy into your dreams and your desires, and soon you will reap the rewards. You might not quite be seeing them yet, but this is just a gentle reminder that they are there for you. Your universe is there, got your back, and pretty soon things will happen for you. You just have to keep the faith. If you see 33 or 333, that's usually the number of the Trinity. If you're a Christian, you know what I'm talking about. That's a reminder that you're receiving guidance from your angels, from the universe, from God. For example, if you're thinking about, something you really want in your life, like maybe your health, you want to get healthier, and really work on your physical body, and you see 33 or 333 somewhere as you're thinking those thoughts, that just means that your universe, your angels, your spirit guides, they're guiding you toward that. Most of your prayers are being answered when you see those numbers. So that number I see all the time, and it reminds me that praying is a good thing. I do it a lot, and that my angels and God are listening to my prayers. So that's what that one means. 44 or 444 is a signal that you're on a path of spiritual growth. You're living from love rather than from fear or doubt or criticism or whatever. You're living as your higher self. You're living out God's love through you to others. The Spirit is there guiding you to live this type of life. Anyway, so let's see. Number 55 and 555, or however many fives you see, that means you're going through a positive life change. Something big is happening in your life, and you're being told to prepare for it the best you can. Ask your angels for guidance while you're going through this major change, and they will answer your prayers. Number 66 or 666 is connected to materialism and finances and your earthly worries. Basically, it says to lean on your spiritual insight instead of worrying. Ask your angels for what you need. Pray for spiritual help, and it'll come to you. Number 77 or 777 is a lucky number, and it means you're winning at life. You can keep moving forward on the path you're taking because it's the right path. That's what your angels are telling you. If you see 88 or 888, 8 is a symbol for infinity because there's no beginning, no end. It just keeps going in the circle of the 8 over and over. And this means you have unending abundance in your life. So think about, when you see that number repeating, think about what abundance you do have. And I'm not just talking financial. I'm talking in every sort of way. If you see 99 or 999, that signals the end of something. Something may be ending in your life. You may be coming to the end of a chapter. Maybe you're moving. Maybe you're quitting your job soon. Maybe one of your relationships you have is ending, but for the better for you. This is your angels telling you that you need to finish something that you started. Don't procrastinate anymore. No more excuses. Take action on your goals and your desires. Because now is the time to take action. So that's what 999 or 99 means. So that's my little spiel on angels. I just wanted to share that with you because I see these repeating numbers all the time, and I know it's connected to my thoughts. I know my angels are sending those to me and reminding me that they're always there. Your universe has your back. You've got all the help you need from the universe. You just have to ask. And have faith. That's the biggest thing. Having faith is what has carried me through many, many dark times in my life. And I always kept the faith. I always prayed. I always asked God and my angels for guidance. And I've always come through. And I'm living the best life I think I've ever experienced, the best time in my life than all of the 46 years before. So keep the faith, pray a lot, have faith in yourself, have faith in God, and you will prosper in life. I hope you all have a great weekend. Bye.